So there's a single cave entrance, so you will be entering into the cave. You go into the tunnels, they wind deep down into the earth. You're going deep into the earth. You've been going through caves for a long time now. The cave is low and shallow, obviously dug by small, crude hands. Many footprints mark the dirt, and debris litters every corner, and the back of the cave's narrow tunnel, poorly lit, leads deeper. You explore the tunnel more, and it leads deeper. The tunnel winds into the mountain, its ceiling some 6 feet high and 5 feet wide at the widest. After about 100 more feet or so, the tunnel opens into a larger room, cut from stone and built rather than dug. It's obvious that something lives here. You're at a metallic gate, and you open the gate and enter into a large room with a swirling magma lava flow in the middle, or at least that's what it looks like, and there's fire, and you hear screeching noises coming out of it. The lava flow is in the center of the room. The flow of molten rock meanders to the southeast, consuming all it touches. Bubbling up from the flaming river are occasionally pockets of scalding steam, shrieking and moaning, disrupting the earth's quiet. Though the flow is indeed hot, it is bearable, and when you watch the floating bits of rock flare into flame, you can see multitudes of small imp-like creatures playing in the steam, tossing bowls of flaming slag at the dancing clouds playing on the fiery river's surface. You walk by the magma flow. You might have noticed that wasn't an ordinary magma flow. That was actually a tear into the elemental plane of fire. You advance 2 levels and are now level 4. Things are getting more serious now. You move into the next room. A thick layer of dust covers the floor as 2 toppled pedestals and the shattered fragments of a marble statue of an elf lie in the center of the room. As you watch, the marble head shifts slightly and its eyelids flutter open. It stares at you with startling blue eyes for a moment, and then the eyelids close again. This room contains the remains of the victim of an ancient trap. The trap is no longer active, and the only thing the elf can do is shift her face slightly. In the next room, an inch-thick layer of muck covers the floor of the room, and a dozen closed doors dot the exterior walls. Deeply charred runes in an unknown language mar the center of each granite door, and geometric mosaics of green, red, and yellow tiles fill the area between each door. The ceiling is covered in bronze discs, each 6 inches wide. The majority of the doors are false doors. The runes and mosaics were once traps, which released streams of acid from the ceiling and fired lightning bolts from the runes, but these traps failed centuries ago. In the next room, the walls and ceiling of the room are featureless, but hundreds of metallic chain links lie scattered upon the ground. Enormous anchors and segmented plates jut the floor. The prisoner held within this room died centuries ago. All that is left are the chains which held him, corroded by his evil. In the next room, scores of motionless gears, cogs, chains, and metallic lengths fill this chamber, leaving barely enough room for a human to squeeze through it. Silver inscribed etchings and each mechanism crackle with a feeble electrical charge, but the room conveys a sense of frustrated power and intricate design. The room once maintained several magical fields, but the mechanism failed centuries ago and energy dispersed. All that is left is some resonant magical aura that makes creatures nervous and edgy. In the next room, thick cobwebs obscure vision beyond a few inches, but a harsh buzz echoes from the interior of the room. Tiny spiders scatter before your light and disappear into the web's depth. The stench of rotting meat wafts through the close air of the chamber. The only thing within the room is a rotting corpse of a demon killed centuries ago. Its body constantly regenerates, damage at the same rate that it decays, maintaining a perverse stasis. The body is home to thousands of flies, beetles, and vermin. You may kill all the flies and vermin for XP. You go up a level. You are now level 5. In the next room, the stench of death pervades this chamber. The air is thick, and a fine cloak of dust covers the stone floor. A painting depicting a large woman in elaborate pink robes hangs in the center of the north wall. Under its large wooden coffin, its lid has been smashed open, and its wood has rotted. A closer look reveals the skeletal remains of a humanoid inside, buried with his clothes and sword.